Hey guys, got some exciting stuff to show you, so I'm just going to jump right in. This is the Greek alphabet, obviously. It's really not as hard as it initially looks, but if you look at it a little longer, looks like English. A, B, G, E, D, Z, E. The H is a E, then a th sound, then an I, pronounced E, then K, L, M, N. This is like a he or she. Then Omicron, O, P, pronounced P, but the P, what we see as a P is pronounced R. So you got to change the P to a R and the H to a I, like an E sound. Then Sigma, S, T. This is a E again, just like iota and epsilon. And then Phi, then key, like the key to your door. Psi, you pronounce the P. Then omega, just like omicron. So it's pretty much the same. There's only about 6 or 7 new letters for us English folk to learn. Um, but once you do, I mean, you don't have to memorize the name so much as just know the pronunciation. And once you know that, you know how to read the Textus Receptus. Um, I'm going to just do one quick thing before we get into the Greek. Jim Brown just totally exposed what the riddle was. He figured it out. No one else, has done this for me. Once again, in John 21, he explained the 153 fish as the numerical value of the sons of God and the loaf, and that's how many miracles he did. And now John 8:6. This they said, tempting him, the Jews, that they might have to accuse him. But Jesus stooped down and with his finger wrote on the ground as though he had heard them not. So when they continued asking him, he lifted himself up and said unto them, He that is without sin among you, let him first cast a stone at her. And again he stooped down and wrote on the ground. What did he write on the ground? I never knew. Jim Brown is the only obvious answer. He wrote Deuteronomy 17. 17, 7, most likely. But here's the context. Then thou shalt bring forth that man or that woman which have committed that wicked thing unto thy gates, even that man or that woman, and shalt stone them with stones till they die. At the mouth of 2 witnesses or 3 witnesses shall he that is worthy of death be put to death. You couldn't have just one witness. You had to have 2 or 3. But at the mouth of one witness he shall not be put to death. Right here. The hands of the witnesses shall be first upon him to put him to death, and afterwards the hands of all the people. So thou shalt put the evil away from among you. So what that means is that when Jesus said it to them, he says, He that is without sin among you, let him first cast a stone. He said first cast one because that person would have to be stoned right afterwards. A second person would have to cast a stone, or it could mean the witness. Anyway, what he wrote on the ground was that verse, Deuteronomy 17:7, which was this law that he turned on him. He said, oh, well, who's going to cast the first stone? If you're without sin, go ahead and do it. Then they're like, then they walked away. Okay, let's get into the Textus Receptus. We all know from watching the Groxt that the Church of Philadelphia is 1 out of 7 churches in Revelation that get saved. They give us an open door, okay, that no man can shut it. I've said before the an open door. Sorry. Anyway, so Philadelphia. In the KJV, that's what we'll read. We'll think it's some city or a movie with Tom Hanks and Denzel Washington. But no, let's look in Revelation at the word. It says Revelation 3:7. Phi E Lambda Alpha Delta Epsilon Lambda Phi Epsilon Iota Alpha Philadelphia. Okay, but this isn't the first time this word was used in the Textus Receptus. Let's go back to 2 Peter, first chapter. Okay, let's see. This is where he says, add to your one faith these 7 things. And look at verse 7. 1, 7. What does it say in the Greek? Philadelphian. It ends with a nita instead of whatever it was. Anyway, but what does it say in English? Brotherly kindness. And add to godliness brotherly kindness, and to brotherly kindness charity. Okay? Philadelphia, if you know Greek, already meant brotherly kindness. So when we read it in Revelation 7 as the church of Philadelphia, we're reading it as Philadelphia, not and to the angel of the church of brotherly kindness, right? I'll give you an open door if you had brotherly kindness. It just changes the whole concept. Jim Brown actually didn't show me this. This is something I just looked at when I looked at 2 Peter 1 in Greek by curiosity's sake. I said, hey, that says Philadelphia. Wait a second. Why does Revelation 3:7 also just say Philadelphia, not the church of brotherly kindness? It's not a city, it's a state of mind. He's going to keep us from the hour of temptation. We're going to be raptured during the great American invasion. And everyone who didn't believe has to stay for the New World Order and be tested. But he just gives us a pillar. And we will go no more out. We don't even have to fight with Jesus. We will go no more out. Only the countless in Revelation 24. I saw the thrones they had sat upon them, and judgment was given to them. I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Jesus. If we're raptured, we don't have to be beheaded. We got an open door. Why would we have to be beheaded? And for the word of God, in which had not worshipped the beast, they tested him in the hour of temptation. Revelation 3:10. Neither his image nor received the mark upon his forehead or in their hands. They lived and reigned with Christ for 1,000 years. And that's the first resurrection. Okay? And then they're going to go back and fight with Christ. They'll be loosed out, Gog and Magog, and the breath of the earth. And fire came down from God out of heaven. This is Nibiru, and devoured them. And they were cast out. Okay? The books were open, and those people were judged according to their works, because they believed in works, not grace. So they have to fight. The raptured of Philadelphia, he will keep us from the hour of temptation that will come upon the whole world. Woe unto the inhabitants of the earth. It said, you better hope you're in heaven, but woe to the habits of the earth if you're still here. Spiritually, our bodies will go. Anyway, that's that. It's that simple. I was going to go into some other stuff, but I'll just do it later. Thanks.